Now, it is no secret that exercising can significantly help in reducing blood pressure. The dilemma is which exercise is good at reducing blood pressure but is relatively easy and not too hard on the body. Hi, my name is Kweku. I'm a pharmacist. In this video, I want to shed light on arguably the best exercises for reducing blood pressure that are relatively easy to do and can be done in the comfort of your home, but are surprisingly not talked about as much. I will also share some studies to back these claims, some comparisons with some other popular exercises, and step-by-step guidelines on effectively doing these exercises for the best results. Now, in case you're wondering, the exercises that I'm referring to are what we call isometric exercises and have been shown in studies to be more effective at reducing blood pressure compared to the more regular and conventional exercises like aerobics and weight training that most of us are used to doing. Even better is the fact that these exercises have some advantages of some of these other forms of exercises. They are easy to do anywhere, anytime. You don't need any special equipment or space to do them. You can do them while watching TV, reading, or even working at your desk. They are also safe and suitable for most people. You don't need any prior fitness level or experience to do any of them. You can just adjust the intensity and the duration according to your ability and comfort as you progress or as you go along. They are also low impact and unlikely to cause injury or strain. The disclaimer here though is that while these exercises are relatively easy to do, it's always a good idea to consult with a healthcare provider or maybe even a fitness professional before starting on any new exercise, especially for individuals with health conditions such as high blood pressure. So what exactly are isometric exercises? Well, isometric exercises generally involve contracting your muscles without changing their length or moving your joints. So for example, when you do a plank, you're doing an isometric exercise that targets your core muscle. There are different types, but the two that I want to highlight in this video are the isometric wall squats and the isometric hand grip exercise. Now, I chose these two because the wall squats were found to be the most effective in the study that I'll be reviewing shortly, and the hand grip exercises, in my opinion, is the easiest to do. But before I get into the step-by-step instructions and the practical ways to do these exercises, let's take a look at some studies that back these claims. Now, there are several to choose from, but the one that I found most compelling is a meta-analysis of 270 randomized controlled trials published in 2021. Which found that isometric exercises had the largest effect on lowering blood pressure compared to the other forms of exercise. Some of the key findings in those analyses included the fact that isometric exercises was the most effective in reducing systolic blood pressure, which is the top number on your blood pressure reading, with a significant reduction of 8.24 millimeters of mercury. Now, to put that in perspective, that was about twice the reduction attributed to aerobic exercise, which usually is the go-to exercise for most people trying to reduce their blood pressure, which came in at a reduction of 4.49 millimeters of mercury. Also, dynamic resistance training and combined training were also effective with notable reductions in both systolic and diastolic blood pressure, but not as significant as isometric exercises. Now, even among isometric exercises, the wall squats, that is the isometric wall squats, was identified as the most effective for reducing systolic blood pressure. So if this study data has convinced you, let's take a look at how to do these exercises practically. Let me start with the hand grip exercises. Isometric hand grip exercises target muscles in your arms and hands. You can do them by squeezing a ball or a hand grip exercise device like I have here, or even your fist with moderate intensity for about 2 minutes at a time, several times a day. Now, as much as you can do it with any of these devices, if you have a few dollars to spare, you can purchase an isometric hand grip device like the one that I have here. This I purchased on Amazon. The reason why you may want to do something like this is that you can get as close as possible to the squeezing pressures utilized in the studies. I'll have a link to the particular one that I purchased in the description so you can check it out if you decide to spend a few dollars to get a real hand grip device. Now, the idea is to start with low intensity and duration, such as squeezing at about 30% of your maximum strength for about 30 seconds to 1 minute. Now, this is where getting the hand grip device will come in handy because you can actually figure out what 30% of your maximum capacity is. But it's, however, not a deal breaker if you don't have the device. Just squeeze whatever you have as hard as you can without causing pain or discomfort. The idea is that you should feel your forearm muscles contract. You then relax the hand for about the same duration of the squeeze. So a typical rep will be squeezing with the right hand for about 30 seconds to 1 minute, and then relaxing the right hand for about the same duration of the squeeze. While you're relaxing the right hand, you do the same thing for your left hand as well. And then you can repeat the squeezing and holding process for about 10 to 15 repetitions, depending on your comfort level, and also resting for about 1 minute between reps. You typically can start by doing it, say maybe twice a day, and then gradually increase the intensity and the duration up to about 50% of your maximum strength for about 2 minutes per hand, about 4 times a day or so. Now let's talk about the isometric wall squats. Remember, this is the one that I said was observed to have the most significant reduction in systolic blood pressure. And to perform this exercise, you need to find a flat, stable wall. Stand with your back against it, keeping your feet shoulder width apart, about 2 feet away from the wall. Then gradually slide down the wall, lowering your body until your thighs are parallel to the floor. This position resembles sitting in an imaginary chair where your knees are bent at a 90-degree angle directly above your ankles. Now, while maintaining this squat position, it's crucial to keep your back flat against the wall and engage your core muscles. If you're a beginner, you can hold this position for about maybe 20 to 30 seconds. And the more you develop, the more advanced you get, you can hold it for longer durations, like maybe 1 minute or more, depending on how much you're able to tolerate. Now, key thing is that throughout the exercise, remember to breathe steadily and avoid holding your breath. After holding the squat, you can slowly slide back up to a standing position. Now, this can be repeated a few times based on your fitness level. Then the next thing is that monitor your blood pressure regularly, track your progress. And if you're making progress, hey, pick up the phone, call your doctor, say, hey doc, can you reduce my dose of my blood pressure medication? I am doing some exercises that are working fantastically for me. So if you're looking for a new way to lower your blood pressure, give isometric exercises a try. You never know, you may be surprised. Thanks for staying through, stay blessed, and catch you on the next video.